It isn't any coincidence that those members of the Democratic Party screaming the loudest for impeachment happen to be some of the most corruption-plagued individuals who have ever occupied a seat in Congress. The list of members who want impeachment, and want it now, represents a virtual rogues gallery of individuals who have put their own interests far above the public's since their initial election. Maxine Waters has the dubious honor of the following. Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington labeled her as the most corrupt member in Congress during the years of 2005, 2006, 2009, and 2011. The Hill reported that Waters was charged by the House Ethics Committee for allegedly securing bailout funds for a bank in which her husband owned stock. She received 3 counts of violating House rules in addition to the Federal Ethics Code. These charges were linked to her moves to establish a meeting between One United Bank representatives and Treasury officials in 2008. The committee stated that Waters' moves to benefit One United Bank would serve as personally beneficial to her own interests due to her husband's ownership of stock. But as noxious as Walters may be, it's not as if she is without challengers for the title of loudest proponent of impeachment. An up-and-coming challenger would be Democrat Representative Al Green, who has wanted to impeach Trump for everything from getting up late, to going to bed early. Green is part of the "let's impeach him early and avoid the rush" crowd, but as this video from the OAN network demonstrates, the congressman from Texas isn't without his own problems. The list goes on. Another champion of the "let's impeach Trump just in case he's done something wrong" crowd would be billionaire Stephen Cohen. The Tennessee congressman wants to impeach Trump for comments he, Trump, made following the violence that took place this summer in Charlottesville, Virginia. Specifically, Cohen took issue with Trump's comments that there were good people on both sides, where most fourth graders could explain that Trump was referring to left-wingers and right-wingers. The very liberal Cohen took the opportunity, as did many of his brethren, to twist Trump's words in order to infer that he was praising the KKK and white supremacists. Really? Cohen, a former hedge fund manager who survived investigations for insider trading, despite paying a $135 million settlement, is also infamous, for attacking conservative star Parker by calling her ignorant for her attempts to limit abortion, and most of all for daring to question Cohen's talking points. Writing an article that appeared on townhall.com after her testimony, and her clash with Cohen, Parker writes, "I responded to allegations, often made, that abortion is essentially a health and welfare program, categorizing it like major government spending programs that target the poor, such as Medicaid and food stamps. I shared my view that thinking about abortion in this way is disingenuous." In Parker's words, Cohen took umbrage with her remarks and, as Parker explains, suggested that my telling the truth somehow showed disrespect to him. The truth that Parker is referring to is that abortion has an adverse impact on the black community, something that even the most uneducated rock should recognize as true. Because she dared to call the great and powerful wizard, Congressman, disingenuous, and had the audacity to refrain from singing the praises of Margaret Sanger and Planned Parenthood, 2 things that liberal progressives like Steve Cohen hold near and dear, Cohen felt the need to refer to Parker as ignorant and then, in a fit of "I'm a congressman" superiority, demand a private apology. Here the Democratic congressman appears in all his offended glory. Hey, at least Parker refrained from mentioning the rumors of insider trading that have always plagued Cohen, so at least one side of the conversation had some class. Hint, it wasn't the blowhard congressman. There are a lot of synonyms for cover-up, among them are conspiracy, evasion, camouflage, concealment, dissimulation, front, masking, pretense, whitewash, closeting, disguising, etc. Sadly, any of these terms can be said to describe the actions of Waters, Green, and Cohen. To bastardize the famous Winston Churchill quote, "Never have so few tried to sell so much BS to so many."